So, we gotta talk about this bullshit. So, I was planning today, right? I was planning my day out because I usually plan them ahead of time. I made a nice thumbnail and everything for this Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered, which I was pretty excited for because, like, yeah, I'm gonna play it. I love Modern Warfare 2's campaign. I think it's one of the best in the franchise. I was a little disappointed by the leaks, hearing that there would be no multiplayer, so I said to myself, okay, it's fine, we'll deal with it. I'm still a little pissed, but it is what it is, you know?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
So I said, screw it. Gonna just stream it tomorrow. But then we get the news today, right? And I'm waiting for it. Call of Duty has not announced a single thing about it. They've not said a word about it. All we've heard is leaks until today at 1 p.m. And that's when they decide to tell us that it's coming out, right? That's when they decide to drop the trailer. They say, oh, it's already, no, they say it's already out. Not that it's coming out. They say, oh, it's out. We dropped it. Nice. It's out. So no marketing, right? There's zero marketing for this release, right? And then we get the news that it's going to be a month exclusive to PlayStation. So PC and Xbox have to wait a whole month to play it. We've had exclusivity in the past before, but we've never had exclusivity at this sort of a scale. Like, we've had the DLC is a little bit exclusive, right? But then once like BO4 came around, they started making it only a week exclusive, which was nice. And then in Modern Warfare, I thought they turned over a new leaf. I thought it was good now. I thought we were going to have basically no exclusivity aside from the survival mode, which was the stupidest thing ever, a whole year exclusive. I'm like, what? That made no sense to me, but I got over it because I was like, it's survival. It's like 3% of the game, whatever. I'll get over it. You know, of course, Activision forces these things, so it is what it is, right? But this is Modern Warfare 2's campaign, a thing that's been leaked for over 2 years now. And it's going to be exclusive for a whole month. Now, there's 3 problems I have with this whole thing, like I said. First of all, it's that exclusivity. Second of all, the fact that there's no multiplayer, which is still utterly ridiculous. And 3, it doesn't even look or sound good. I've watched gameplay of it, right? I've watched some gameplay from clips and such. The gun sounds aren't even the same gun sounds from Modern Warfare 2. They didn't redo them either, so it's not like they made them better. No, they literally took gun sounds that exist in Modern Warfare Remastered and just ported them right over to this game, as well as some gun sounds from Infinite Warfare with the classic guns like the Intervention and the UMP that are in Infinite Warfare, because this game was in development around the time when Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered released. They started working on this like right after. That's why it's on Modern Warfare Remastered's engine. So they didn't even use the proper gun sounds. It just sounds off. The graphics, they look better than Modern Warfare 2, of course, because Modern Warfare 2 came out in 2009, but they don't look like graphics for a game that should be coming out in 2020. They look like graphics for a game that would be coming out in maybe 2013. Like, they look on par with maybe COD Ghost's graphics. That's about it. So it just doesn't, it looks out of date completely. And even just there, I was already not excited in the first place. But then they just dropped this bomb on us that it's exclusive for a month. The price, I think, is pretty good. It's $20. That's a pretty good price. I think that's fair for a campaign. That's completely fair. And it even bundles in, you get like the Ghost skin from Modern Warfare. So that's all well and good. But why? The exclusivity, why, dude? I don't understand the thought process behind that. I don't think anyone's supporting that. But then let's talk about multiplayer now, because that is the part that probably pisses me off the most. This is what Activision has to say about it. Remember, they didn't tell us this until now. If they told us maybe a week ago, maybe I'd be a little bit less pissed, because it would be like, okay, at least they warned us. They let us know ahead of time that it's going to be exclusive for a week. But they literally waited till the second of, and there was no leak saying it was going to be exclusive, so we all thought it was coming out at the same time. And then boom, they drop it, and they say, you know what? For you guys, it's going to be a month later. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I've literally been the biggest COD fanboy for so long. I've defended this game inside and out since 2006. I've been here saying this game is great, best franchise of all time. This year, I can't defend it. I literally can't. I've not been enjoying Modern Warfare. A lot of the choices they've made, not like business choices. They made some pretty good business choices. I think the microtransactions, removing supply drops, no season pass, that's good stuff, right? But at the same time, the game itself, I've not been enjoying. A lot of parts of it I think are just bad, the skill-based matchmaking. I'm not a big fan of how they're doing the shop, even though it's, I think it's better than having supply drops, but at the same time, it's just annoying having to literally buy every cosmetic you want. And this year is the same. I can't support it. So this is what Activision says about it. They say no plans for Modern Warfare 2 MP Remastered, which is bullshit because made no plans right now, but originally they literally made it. The leaks say that it's been made. So that's important to note. And that says rather than releasing those modes and splitting the community, they plan to add more classic map experiences to Modern Warfare. So basically, they're just going to take the Modern Warfare 2 maps, probably some Modern Warfare 3 maps, and just throw them in the new game, which I find to be stupid. That's a new game. I want to play a new game. I don't want to be playing the old stuff in that new game. I want the old game to come out separately because they already goddamn made it, and I want to play Modern Warfare 2 with updated graphics, no hacking, and better servers. It's simple as that. I literally get into arguments with people on Twitter. They're telling me, oh, it's okay because the Modern Warfare 2 maps, they're going to be on the new Modern Warfare. I don't want Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for the maps. I want it for the whole damn game. I want it for the nukes and the guns and the soundtrack and just the movement and the game design and just all of that good stuff. That's what I want it for. I don't want to play these maps in Modern Warfare because, quite frankly, I don't enjoy how Modern Warfare plays. I don't enjoy the mini-map decision. I don't enjoy the skill-based matchmaking, which, yeah, I'm sure skill-based matchmaking would probably be in this new Modern Warfare Remaster anyways, but it's fine. I hate that. I hate how the movement works in that game. I hate how slow it is. I hate how campy it is. I hate how the footsteps work. I just don't want to play the fact that it's just so campy. I know Modern Warfare 2 might have been a little campy back in the day, but I really don't think it would be the same deal here, especially with people playing and really wanting to just try out all the different guns and just get that nostalgia rush again, which, yeah, I know it'd be a nostalgia rush, but what's so bad about that? Now, I know the whole argument of it splitting the community, I just don't see how that really would affect them in that big of a way. Like, they're not going to lose profit because people are playing Modern Warfare 2. There's still, like, there's so many ways they can work around that. Make the shop work for both games. So the shop goes from Modern Warfare 2 Remastered all the way to Modern Warfare 2019. You can get skins from there, and it'll let you use the skins in Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer as well as the camos and all that good stuff. Like, imagine if they did that. It would put the whole shop together. It would make it feel more coherent, but it would still be its own game, so you'd still be able to play it separately. We would still have fun in it, and quite frankly, you can play it more than one game. I don't know why they act like you're only able to play one single game. And if they were to be smart, I think they should have just released this later on and just delay Black Ops 2020. Because we know that game is going to have some development issues because they've been rushed to make it, and the recent pandemic and virus is probably holding them off even more. So giving them that extra time and releasing the multiplayer for this instead this year would help out a lot with that. But apparently they say no plans, which, I mean, they also said no. They didn't say no plans for no battle royale. They said something about like them not having it at the moment or whatever, not focusing on it or something. And everyone took that out of context and thought they were never going to add a battle royale, but look, they did. So maybe this is the same deal. Maybe it's out of context. Maybe they will be adding it, but I don't know, man. This is the worst decision I think COD has ever made. I really do. I don't think there's anything that's been worse than this. This is a game they've been holding on to for 2 years, and this is how they release it. This is how they handle it. I'm kind of appalled. Like, I didn't think that this would ever happen in this way. I really did. When I heard that it was just going to be a campaign, I was like, oh, they'll release the multiplayer eventually, for sure. But here it says no plans. Now, I'm going to take that to heart. I'm going to say, yeah, I guess they're never going to do it. I guess they're just going to release them into Modern Warfare, which to me is an inferior game by a decent amount. And a lot of the hardcore community feels the same way. I know it's a pretty big game for the casuals right now. It's because of skill-based matchmaking. It's just this casuals love this game. But the hardcore guys are sitting here like, bro, we can't stand it. Most of us, at least, not all of us. I know there are a decent amount of people enjoying it, but how long is that going to last? Look at, they added Rust, Vacant, Crash to the game. People didn't care about them that much. I mean, they played them for the first couple of days. We're like, okay, cool, but it's still Modern Warfare. I still don't think the gameplay's good. Just because you have the old maps and the new game doesn't mean it's going to automatically make it better. Maps is not the only thing that works into making a game good. There's more to it than just the maps. The maps, quite frankly, just didn't work well in this game. And for some reason, they like to change little things here and there. I don't think they will for these maps. They'll probably just release them how they are. But still, I don't know. I'm going to take a break from probably multiplayer COD in general. I'm definitely not going to be playing much Modern Warfare. I don't even have the need to. I mean, Warzone maybe, but I just want to stick to zombies, just play what I really love and what hasn't really let me down to that extent. You know, there's been times where I've been pissed at zombies for certain things. There's been maps I haven't liked, but I've never felt this appalled by a decision related to COD Zombies. Even if, you know, I didn't love BO4, I didn't love everything about it, I still enjoyed it for the most part. I understood some of the decisions more so, rather than this time around where I literally don't get what Activision's getting at here. I don't. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.